Talk about the Black Hood Ninja mentality in the black community, where it's a badge of honor to be a hood ninja. It's a badge of honor to come from poverty. It's a badge of honor to come from the struggle. It's dishonorable to come from something. It's dishonorable to come from a two-parent household. It's dishonorable, your parents to give you your car. It's dishonorable to live in the suburbs, live nice, talk proper. It's dishonorable to wear certain clothes. It's dishonorable to carry yourself with dignity. It's dishonorable to have morals. And I kind of been on that side, of the pendulum. And I don't fight it though. I know I went to school with guys, and I tell people this all the time. I went to private school. Yeah, like first half of my school career. There was a lot of dudes that I went to school with that wanted to prove that they can measure up to the hood ninjas. That's just what it was, bro. They just wanted to prove that they can live up to that height. But thumbs up the video, share the video, subscribe to the channel. Me, and I was always raised to be my own man, my own person or whatever. Got older, I was my own man. But a lot of people had I don't even know the word to think of. I just got done working out. They had a chip on their shoulder to prove something, dude. And a lot of that, is the standard is set by trying to seduce women, trying to get young teen girls when you a kid. I've openly said this, that I've dated women that told me that they were into thugs and they usually didn't date guys like me. They dated street dudes, and they thought, I guess they had a traumatic experience. Or when you talking about black women, they said, well, that ain't me. That ain't it no more. That ain't cute no more. And that was their mentality, bro. And they would openly tell me this, when we first started kicking it. Now, one thing about me, real talk, my versatility and my background allows me to fit in with those type of dudes, because I had friends that sold crack. I had friends that stole. I had friends that had to do what they had to do to eat. I had friends and family members that lived in nice neighborhoods. I had, a nice part of my family sold crack. They sold drugs, straight up and down. Some of my friends toted pistols to school. They sold crack. They had to do what they had to do. They sold weed. They was really in the trenches. Some of the dudes I used to hang out on the block with, that's what they used to do. So and the funny thing about it is, and I say this before I really dig into the video, the women that they would hang around, like they had these girls over, they would be attracted to me because I was something different from them. They would say opposites attract, right? So I would come around and they would be all on me because I was something different than everybody else. You know what I'm saying? But, it's a badge of honor. A lot of that standard is set by trying to get women. We always do what the girls like. That's what the standard is set with. A lot of these dudes come from single parent households. Now, all of them did? Absolutely not. I know dudes that was in the streets that came from two parent households. I know dudes, they daddy sold dope. They mama helped sold dope. People sold weed, all types of stuff. I knew it. That scammed and all that type of shit before scamming was scamming. So, when women get to know me, especially when I was younger, they could see the versatility. Like if I have to turn it on and defend myself, or I have to turn it on, and I prided myself on that, but I'll get into that a little bit later. But that's the standard, and it's a badge of dishonor. Oh man, you had a nice house, or you had money, or your parents bought you a car, your parents paid for your education. Oh, you soft, you this, that, and the third. Let me tell you this, dude. I know some ninjas I went to school with that I know some white boys, some black guys that live in good areas that'll beat the hell out the average hood ninja. Them ninjas can't fight. Anybody can pull a trigger. That don't mean nothing. But it's a lot of reasons the women are attracted to that. They feel more protected by those type of dudes, and those dudes live in their truth. They straight shooters, and I said this before. Guy that's too nice guys come off as disingenuous, and I said that before. And when you coming off too nice, you treating women like they ain't used to being treated. Their mama ain't treating them like that. Their daddy ain't treating them like that. Their uncles ain't treating them like that. Their fathers ain't treated, or they wasn't around, ain't treating them like that. A lot of women now, they want to really, really vet you. Okay, what's his angle? What are you trying to do? And every dude's in game every dude's goal, I ain't gonna say the end game, is to get the draws. Pookie and Ray Ray come out and say it, you know, oh girl, I'm gonna smack that from the back. And they respect when you honest with them. I always tell people that they respect when you straight up and honest with them. Be honest with these women. That's why they attract, a lot of times they attract to the thug. They feel safe, they feel protected. And it's the honesty. When you come off nice, you could be a nice guy and be honest. But a lot of times they look at it as disingenuous. Oh, he got an angle, he's something like that. And that's another reason why a lot of, you know, chicks that we attracted to in our black community, and even a lot of times the suburban chicks, you know, that's hella dark out here. Shit. A lot of the suburban chicks attracted to the hood ninjas too. So really the girls you going to school with, they really trying to get with them too. Because they see it on TRL 106 and Park. They see it in the rap videos. Rap became the most influential or the most selling genre in 1999, as you seen with Aries Spears and the DJ Vlad argument. So in the neighborhood, hip hop, single mothers, and the hood had a lot to do with it. And a lot of dudes who had their shit together, who was nice guys, who was, you know, they got fucked over by a lot of black women when they was younger. They was, you know, dissing them, taking their food, finessing them, and now all you see now is you see you see it now visualized. Now you see women say, oh man, he a cornball, or he this, that, and the third, and you know, this, that, and the third, and now you see it, they talk about it on TikTok. So now a lot of the guy brothers like that made the adjustments to go start fucking with white women where they going, where they appreciated it. Now I understand that. And you got to think about it. You think, okay, you know, this happened when you 14 to 21, 25, or whatever, like that. When you get older, nah, man, I told y'all, these middle-aged women, only women that really start to appreciate dudes like that is dudes or women that came from two-parent households, really functionable two-parent household, or had a father in their life, or women that got kids now. Now they want to appreciate the good guy after they got fucked over by Pookie and Ray Ray once, twice, 3 times, 4 times. Black women are the majority ruler of having 4 or more kids. And a lot of times 4 or more kids are by multiple fathers or multiple male donors. So a lot of times that don't stop. So I'm supposed to struggle and supposed to take what I can get just to stay vested into the black community. When if I divest, I can go get a woman that mentality is gonna raise my kids better. Her parents got something. They gonna pay for our wedding. They gonna give us, you know, stuff at our wedding. They gonna support us. They gonna be there for their grandkids. They gonna give us something to head start to start on. You marry into a black community, starting a deficit. A lot of these women talking about they the most educated. You starting off in a deficit. You starting off in debt fucking with them. And what happened when you get together? You assume they debt. What happened when you divorce? Her debt is still your debt. So a lot of them dudes that's divested, man, the only issue they got is they still got to prove they black, that they black. They want to prove that they still as black as anybody else. They ain't got to prove shit. They ain't got to prove nothing. And that hood mentality is what, you know, turns a lot of men, I can't speak for women, that turns a lot of men to divest and go date outside their race. And I can't blame them. You only live once, you can't settle. I didn't used to understand it, but I understand it now. You can't settle. You can't settle. You got one life to live. I'm supposed to struggle and then settle for a single mother with 1 kid or multiple kids, or a girl that got railroaded and rammed, you know, through the black community, and now she ready to settle down. I'm good, bro. But that's what they pedestalize. Even women into their 40s still fuck with them ninjas. And then you find a woman and you give her a black woman a chance, and then her Pookie and Ray Ray baby daddy or the nigga she been hit with on the side. And the dangerous thing about when people play outside a monogamous relationship, the dangerous thing about it is a lot of these women and a lot of these Pookies and Ray Rays and dudes don't be wearing condoms, so you can end up getting HIV, herpes, HPV 1, 2, both herpes, and something that you can't get rid of because your partner was dishonest. That's the dangerous thing about monogamy. You think, oh, get to have raw sex, and you know, come on, man. How you think 30% of people men that do DNA test the kids not theirs? So when we start to dig into this mentality, bro, let people, like, if that's a woman preference, man, you can't change it, bro. You can't change it, and once you do change it, it's probably too late. them dudes and try to have an imprint on it. It's messed up. I went through it in my life. But I always had the versatility to be able to, I kind of was versatile with it. I wasn't full suburbs, but like I said, I grew up on, West Chicago, Finkel, Schoolcraft, you know what I'm saying? Brightmo. I was in my area, so, I kind of was able to do both. I was able to go to the projects and hoop, and I was able to go out to the suburbs and hoop. I was able to, go to nice places. I knew how to conduct myself, and I knew I had to go to the hood how to conduct myself and what I had to do not to be a sweet lick out there. So I kind of had both. I kind of had both, the book smarts and the social skills and the street smarts to survive in both. I'm one in the very, few when you break down percentages that had the ability to be able to do both. I had family members that, who had masters and PhDs and went to Harvard and went to, Michigan State and went to college and stuff. So I was fortunate to be able to, do both. But like I said before, man, people really think you less of a black man if you ain't no street ninja. Or if you ain't come up poor. I'm here to tell y'all, that's a crock of hogwash. You think when Donald Trump goes to the table with other billionaires, they care if his daddy, he inherited his money or not? No. You just amongst them. Your black card ain't off black and theirs super duper black. It's the same shit. Your billion is just like they billion. Depends on how it's tied up or if it's liquidated, however you got it. But it's a billion is a billion. A million is a million. They ain't looking at you no different, bro. Unless you give them a reason to look at you different. But a lot of that mentality is set by dudes wanting to get women and impress women. You know what I'm saying? Get money is it's just to get, a lot of times it start off as a teenager just to get women. Having the clothes is not just to fit in. Guess what? It's to fit in and get the women. A lot of the women set the standards. A lot of single mothers set the standards with these men. And there's some good single mothers that did a good job. Either you're going to be on the piss poor side of it a lot of times, or you're going to be the good dude that treat women really good, the quote-unquote good guy that black women think is disingenuous. And a lot of other ethnic groups, women open with are accept with open arms. You know what I'm saying? That's just what it is. But that ain't no badge of honor to grow up off of government cheese and grow up off rummy noodles. That ain't no badge. I used to love to go in my friends' houses that had money and shit like that. Or they used to love coming to my house. Clean house, video games, toys. Man, dude, won't nobody think about that shit. Until the women got involved. And I done dated women, like I said, I had to cut this video. So I dated when they told me, yeah, I usually date thugs and it ain't cute no more. I want to change it up. That big shit. They didn't tell me that. But they get to know me, and number one thing about when you talking to women, no matter who it is, white, black, Simpson blue, or Simpson yellow, whatever, the first thing they want to know once if they physically attracted to you, they want to know if they can feel safe around you. And that's physically and emotionally safe. And once you get a woman emotionally comfortable around you, she'll tell you whatever you need to know. When a woman, and I specialize, and I don't know where I got this talent from. I specialize in allowing women to open up to me and tell them. But then again, I just learned again, I don't judge them. Oh yeah, I got ran by 10 dudes before. I just had the same face, like, wow, for real. I don't judge them. In my head, I'm like, oh, this guy. I ain't saying that per se. That I'm just giving you an example. I don't judge them, man. I make them feel comfortable, dude. And I kind of be a little bit vulnerable. Like something they can't use against me in an argument, but I get a little vulnerable to make them feel comfortable. But like I said, if then the women that get tired of that, the Pookie and Ray Rays, they got baby fathers, they got multiple kids, or they've been ran through, had a lot of abortions. You don't want them. So I understand the whole divestment movement, bro. I get it. Especially then, it's the girls that you go to school with. If you come from money, they attracted to them type of dudes too. Women attracted to danger. But a lot of times the Pookie and Ray Rays make them feel safe in their mind. They make the bad decisions, and so be it. I don't have to be on nobody else's time at all. But, you know, a lot of people see it as, you know, a lot of people in the black community see it as a badge of dishonor to come from something. I didn't give a fuck how many jokes they made. Nigga, you sleeping in the crack house, and I'm sleeping in the full-time, and I'm sleeping on the full-time bunk bed with, you know, all my video games. You know what I'm saying? So, fuck it. You know what I'm saying? It is what it is. But, hey, let me know what you girls and guys think, man. Thumbs up the video. Share the video. Subscribe to the channel. That subscribe button is the bell icon button. Hit all notifications. Increase your chance to get notifications. We go live and drop video. Financially want to support the channel. Cash App, $CJ Good 313. Venmo CJ Good 313. Peace.